Hey everyone, and thanks for tuning in, Casperr here, and if you somehow haven't already heard, the story to Half-Life 2 Episode 3 has sort of been revealed by the lead writer of the Half-Life series, Marc Laidlaw, who's sort of given his story in written form of what Half-Life 2 Episode 3 might be. Now, Marc Laidlaw doesn't currently work for Valve, he left there about 18 months ago, but this story that he wrote is essentially as close as we might possibly ever get to Half-Life 2 Episode 3. And it's kind of weird because this is my story and my connection to Half-Life, and anyone who else is connected to the Half-Life series is going to have their own story. But it's sort of emotive to me, even though I wasn't there when Half-Life 1 came out. I wasn't there when Half-Life 2 came out. In fact, I didn't get into Half-Life until 2009 when I had the orange box. So I really wasn't there at the beginning of any of the Half-Life games, but Portal was the first thing I played in the orange box that got me into PC gaming. And obviously that's what got me into Team Fortress 2, because I had Portal from the orange box, which obviously came with Team Fortress 2 as well. But then I played through Half-Life 2 and Episode 1 and Episode 2, and the story writing and the storytelling is just very powerful. And even though I wasn't there at the early days and I didn't get strung along with not knowing what was going to happen as much as everybody else, I do still feel like I've got that sort of emotional connection that many people are feeling. And that's why people are so grateful that this story came out, because if you didn't already know, Half-Life 2 Episode 2 ends on a pretty big cliffhanger. And there's just a general lot of open-endedness of the series up until that point. And additionally, Valve also promised that these episodes would come out much quicker than they did, and in fact would actually come out at all, which obviously, as we know, now in 2017, when the last episode came out in 2007, it never just got completed. The story was just left. And again, if you didn't already know, Half-Life is set in the same universe as Portal. So, within the stories, Gordon Freeman is alive and walking around at the same time as GLaDOS is tickering away in Aperture Labs. And Portal is a very emotive game for me, more so than Half-Life. In fact, I've even got a Portal tattoo. And of course, some people go out and get video game tattoos willy-nilly, but not for me. It's emotional to me. I feel invested in it, and it's just very sort of important milestone in my life. I'm a PC gamer now for 8 years, and it's my main hobby, and Portal and the Half-Life series is what did that to me. So that was just a little bit of a story about me and my connection. And, it's nothing special. I'm not trying to say that it is, but I'm trying to say that this has touched sort of my heart, if you want to get a bit sappy. And I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who can relate to the Half-Life series in this way, or just, any other video game series. So, as a sort of celebration, I guess you could say, I am going to stream a full playthrough of Half-Life 2, Half-Life 2 Episode 1, and Half-Life 2 Episode 2, assuming that, of course, it goes well. And we're just going to chill and have some fun playing a brilliant game together. I don't know yet whether I'm going to do it on YouTube or on Twitch, but here's my Twitch on screen, /TF2Casperr. And of course, make sure you hit the bell icon here if you do want to get notified about my YouTube streams. But I'll probably start off on YouTube, make people a bit aware of it, and then maybe we'll move over to Twitch. We'll just see how it goes. Whichever platform seems to get more people watching, that's the one that I'll stick with. So yeah, that was a little announcement and just a little bit of my backstory. As I said, nothing too special, but I hope to see you guys on the stream soon.